Islamic terrorist, yes. Islamic State, not for sure. The fact that person had actually Islamic State flags, which are similar to Al-Qaeda flags or Al-Shabaab flags, are really the sign of an Islamist attack, number one. The second one that we can see is 3 days ago, the spokesman for the Islamic State released an audio tape where he called on his followers around the world to kill infidels during the holy month of Ramadan. And today, Friday, is the first Friday prayer day after that tape was released. So you can call it a coincidence. In any case, the fact that also that terrorist beheaded his boss is also a sign of a modus operandi of the Islamic State or Al-Qaeda in its worst years.
Well, why is that a sign of Islamic State rather than someone who had a grievance with their boss?
Find me just one case in the past 10 years of a grievance with a boss where you behead him. You have the case of a beheading. Gun, yes. Beheading, I would be hard-pressed to find one single example around the world that is not Islamic State or any jihadist unrelated.
Could be a lone wolf attack, couldn't it?
It could be a lone wolf attack if you say that a lone wolf is somebody that is just going on a whim and following his instincts. But in this case, the guy was on the radar of the security services for the past 9 years. He's 35 years old, is not 18, is not radicalized in just the past few months on Twitter or on Facebook. We're talking about someone with a history of radical Islam, and that was monitored from 2006 to 2008 by the French services, and also back on their radar in 2013 and 14.
So obviously questions will be asked about why they stopped investigating him.
Yes, a couple of reasons. It all boils down to financial means, and the same applies to the US and the same applies to the UK. Our security services are very good at detecting potential terrorists, detecting radicals. So in most cases, you've seen the past few years, either the Brits or the French have pinned down some extremists. The fact of the matter is that they don't have the means to follow every single person they detect for a long, long time, because the ratio is about 1 to 25 officers that you need to just follow one guy.
25 to follow one?
Yes, because of basically you need about 4 to 5 people every 8 hours, so it's 15. And you need to have somebody monitor his electronic surveillance. And if he speaks to someone, you're going to have to follow that person he's speaking to. So that's the ratio we're at. And people don't realize how thin and overstretched our security services are.
Well, it just follows from what you've just said that it's impossible for the security services to follow all the leads, to all the suspects. It's impossible.
That's correct. And what we can hope for is two things. First, that they follow their hunch and that their hunch is good and that they know who they're going to follow. But the second one is getting intel from people close to those radicals. So family members that could come to the fore and reach out to the security services with information, or agents that are infiltrated. Those are the two only cases whereby the security services can really act before anything happens.